One, two, three, four. We suck at speed running. That's probably why no one wants us around. We suck at speed running. That's probably why we don't get paid. It's just me and my buddy Kevin, two lone gamers without intervention. We thought this would be a good idea, but no, not really. We suck at speed running. Nobody asked for this, and that I know for sure. We suck at speed running. We know you all do too, so just enjoy the show.
Yo. We're back. We suck at speed running. What's up?
It's nothing, man. It's been quite a while.
The return. Yeah, it has been. But, we're like that song goes, make it better, we're better, faster, stronger.
Oh my God.
Fucking speedrun.
So how you been, man? What you been up to? What you been playing and shit?
Well, it's just this unheard of this game that's unheard of just dropped called The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Just came out of nowhere, like a fucking punch in the face. Like back, it's back, baby. And it just came out of nowhere. Like it just hey. I mean, besides the fucking leaks, but if those leaks, they were just like, hey, everybody, remember this game? We just fucking remade it.
Now I gotta be honest with you, man. It's been quite a bit of a dry spell recently. And then just out of the blue, yeah, like you said, fucking Oblivion dropped out of nowhere. Immediately bought it, booted it up. Absolutely beautiful. It feels like it's 2006 again playing this game.
It couldn't have came out like at a better time, because like you said, it's a bit of a dry spell. Like what's the last big thing that dropped? I don't even remember.
I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I was messing around with Assassin's Creed Shadows. And I'm just a sucker for big open world.
I mean, I am too. I always see, like, I just like, I don't like. I keep on doubting myself. Like, I keep on like looking at gameplay. I'm like, I kind of want to play this. I mean, I have to be honest. Since the new direction that series went with ever since Origins, it's been like hit or miss whether I want to play them. Because, like I said, I really like. Well, I didn't say it, but Origins. I loved Origins. Odyssey, it's great. I didn't try Valhalla.
So I played through all of them. Valhalla, I feel like it went like in a step in the wrong direction. Like Odyssey was, if you just took like Assassin's Creed like out of it and just like played it for what it was, I couldn't get enough of it. Like I near 100% of that thing. Base game. Like I didn't get into any of the DLC, but it was great, man. Like it even had the ship combat. Like not as good as Black Flag, but like still like ship combat.
You just throw fucking spears at people, right?
Spears and arrows, yeah.
Spears and arrows. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But wasn't Odyssey like supposed to not be an Assassin's Creed game, and then they're like, well, it'd probably make more money if you put Assassin's Creed on it. Like, if they just took like Origin's engine, they were gonna make like a completely different game and then just call it like something else.
They did.
I mean, they did like just market it as like Odyssey, right? They just wanted you to know, hey, people, it's Assassin's Creed, so
No, I mean Immortals, Phoenix Rising, the fucking kids game that they came out with.
Did you ever play that? I played that. Not a lot.
I with a little bit.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. I thought there was supposed to be a sequel, but I think it got canceled. But that's a very solid game. It's not. It's just fine. It's a fine game.
Yeah.
So fucking Oblivion. Like,
yeah, Oblivion.
Well, when's the last time you picked this thing up?
What, Oblivion?
Yeah, like OG.
Oh man, if I actually let me go back to.
Oh, you're going to your history.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in the last time I.
Does it tell you? It actually tells you that the last time. What?
No, well, it doesn't tell you
like,
when the last time you logged in, but I can see the last achievement I ever got on it. I 100% at the game.
Like all achievements?
Yeah.
Damn,
okay.
dude.
The last achievement I got was I finished the Thieves Guild quest line, and I unlocked that on the 3rd of January 2010.
2010. Really?
2010.
You haven't played Oblivion since 2010.
I definitely messed around with it.
Yeah, I've tried it out too, at least on the Series X. I wanted to just see if it ran any better, which it did.
So for like people listening, like in case you weren't around for when Oblivion first dropped, this was back in the day.
News.
Well, no, but this was back in the day where without waiting for weeks on an FAQ or having the massive phone book sized guidebook, you had no idea what to do. This game didn't really hold your hand. I remember the first time playing this, I got vampirism, and I had no idea what to do. That's what made me go out and get the guidebook. Because
you'd be fucked if you didn't get the guidebook. Do you know how complicated it is to cure vampirism in this game? It is insane. It's not just go to the store and buy some anti-vampirism lotion. Oh my god.
Well, so and that's the thing. What I'm loving about the remaster is I have put. I can't get the number on here, but I guarantee I've probably put in close to 500 hours from the original log from the original Oblivion.
Oh, me too. It was just something that, especially back in the day, especially how little games were on the 360 when Oblivion came out. It was, you could literally just dump hours. It was, and you just, the design of this game, it just makes you want to role play and just be there's something special about this game that while Skyrim is good, it just captures just a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I don't know. This is kind of odd, but in Skyrim, for straight up all about getting the best loot, the best gear, slapping it on, walking around in ebony or Daedric plate. But in Oblivion, I want to feel as immersive as possible in it. My character, I made my dude this old ass dude who's just walking around wearing a shirt and suspenders and the iron greaves. So he looks like just a raggedy ass dude who's got a couple of bits of armor and he just wreck shop.
Why did every character you create a disheveled old man? It's just he's disheveled but he's powerful.
Well, yeah, no, kind of like a drunk Gandalf.
Yeah, a drunk Gandalf. I kind of did something similar. I did the whole. I'm a high elf, but I'm a I'm going for like, like a wizard look with the beard and all that shit. And, but, I want to be a dick as well, because that's just part of this game.
Well, so for those who don't know about this, there is, so like back in the OG Oblivion, like you had to buy this. It was DLC.
Yeah, you had to buy the game. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So there was a place called Frostcrag Spire, which was a mage-centric player home. And it's like you do this quick little easy quest where you just go to a place, unlock the door, and then go buy all the other rooms. And one of the things you can do, aside from the storage for like all your loot, which is absolutely essential, you have the ability to make your own spells. And
oh yeah,
you can do some wild stuff. Like, I mean, I already maxed out destruction and illusion, so I got a spell. It's messed up. It, like, literally, it paralyzes for 10 seconds while also activating Soul Trap for 10 seconds. And during that time, no, it gets better. It gets better. During that time, minor fire, generic damage, health, and shock damage are all going off for the same time frame at 10 seconds. So, like, you hit something with it, they just like fall to the ground, slowly die, and when they do, you fill a soul gem.
So you're just basically torturing them to death.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I named it Insidious Grasp. Like that, like you can name the spells, like you can name, like I love it. Like.
Oh, speaking of why we're on the topic, I don't forget. How the fuck do you find your horse? My
horse?
No, I guess your horse. I'm just asking a general question because I don't know where my horse is.
Which horse are we talking about? Are we talking?
I got the armored horse, obviously.
Well, yeah, but like the armored horse, like, did you buy a horse or did you get a horse from a quest?
No, I went into the stables by the Imperial City, and I'm like, hey, I heard about this horse armor, and she was like, yeah, horse armor, right on. And I'm like, I don't have money, and then she's like, that's okay, you could have that horse outside for free with horse armor. Kind of. I think that's how it went. And then I've had a horse, but like, it's just I don't. He's not following me anymore. I don't see him. So where does he go?
Maybe he's either where you last saw him or he's dead. Because
he's got horse armor on.
Yeah, that don't mean jack shit. Like.
Oh, I thought that means he can't die. I thought that was the whole point of buying the horse armor.
Is it? Like, I don't know. Like, horse armor was like one of the things. Like, I don't know. I slapped it on Shadowmere. Like when I got to that part in Dark Brotherhood, and then like I just didn't really pay that much attention to it because it's Shadowmere.
Well, Shadowmere can't die. Right? Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah. Speaking of horses, though, yeah, like I unlocked Shadowmere and like I never picked them up, so I gotta go.
This is waiting. See, the interesting part about this remake, this is at least what I heard. Apparently, like, so it's just Unreal Engine 5, right? I think it's 5 or it's 6. I don't know, whatever one they're fucking on. And
I think it's 5.
They looked into the game's like files, and like I think the original coding from the OG is in here, and like I guess they use some sort of like AI to like basically like I guess kind of merge it together. Because I mean, if you look at it, dude, this looks better than Skyrim. Like this reminds me of like Halo 2 when they remade it. Like it's just like it looks like it's a big difference. Like it's a very
beautiful.
good look.
It's beautiful. Awesome. Yeah,
this is maybe like top 5 like games I would like this kind of remake. Like this is one of those top 5 games where I'm like, I would love to see like a beautiful version of this game, and they did it. And it's fucking awesome.
Well, yeah, no, it's literally like the exact same game with just like a glow up because
A few good like nice tweaks, like the running and like having like impact when you like hit somebody.
Oh,
like,
wait a minute. So the running's nice, but we got to talk about that running animation.
Oh yeah, he does look a little derpy. I'm not gonna lie. He's like, oh, I'm covered. Like he's swinging his arms. He means business. He's running.
Oh
Yeah, I mean,
but,
I why they couldn't just take Skyrim's running animation and just put it in this, I don't know, but I you know, it's a little silly. I'm sure there'll be a lot of it.
You need silly. You need silly in Oblivion.
Yeah, that is true.
Speaking of silly in Oblivion, like, and it also like being exactly the same game as like in 06. I can't tell you how many times, like, I've been, like, walking through and, like, you know, typical Bethesda glitch would pop up. And I'm like, oh, my God, I remember this bug. It's all the same bugs.
It really, I mean, can you still soft lock yourself?
Oh, you can totally soft lock yourself.
So I could literally recreate that same thing that happened with, like, the Gray Fox where, like, you miss the arrow and you, like, if you didn't save properly, like, that's it. You just don't get to complete that quest.
No, it's so I know what you're talking about. Like you can't proceed without like hitting the arrow. And you can always
says it in the fucking guide. It says it in the guide too. They're like, don't fuck up.
Well, it's if you can't find the arrow, if you misfire it, then like yeah, that's a problem. But usually you can pick up the arrow if you miss. But if you have, so for those not understand who don't know, we're talking about the final quest in the Thieves Guild, which I was gonna say without going into spoilers, but like the game is like almost 20 years old.
Come on, I don't know what to tell you if you get offended by spoilers in the Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
So yeah, anyway, yeah, you're basically going to steal an Elder Scroll. And if at any point, like after you pick up the Elder Scroll, if you get arrested and you go to jail, then because the Elder Scroll is listed as a stolen item, it gets confiscated. And if you leave with it being confiscated and you don't get it back, like there's no way for you to go back and do everything all over again. It's like you don't have the boots to survive the fall. Which
the fucking boots. I forgot about that. The fucking boots.
And actually, believe it or not, it's horseshit. You can keep the boots if you want. Like if your acrobatics are like at a pretty decent level, and
you just take it like a champ and then.
Yeah, no. Well, because it's a big fall. So like if you have yeah, so as long as you have high acrobatics and like you use a restoration spore with spell with a delayed effect, like you know, heal X amount of points over the course of like 5 seconds, something like that, you'll be good, and you can still keep the boots instead of them being destroyed.
Well, what do they do anyway? Do they just break the impact of falls?
Oh, no, they give you a significant boost to your acrobatics. In fact, like, while I was in the dungeon, instead of, like, going through it normally, like, I just had the boots on, and I was jumping all over the place and, like, bypassing shit.
Now, do you think they only break at that certain instance, or could you, like, jump off a mountain and use them, and then they'll break?
Oh, no, it's totally totally quest dependent.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's broken and cool.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of broken stuff, like, if people are looking to level up your spells, I found this out. So in the OG Oblivion, the way it worked was that you needed to have a successful cast in order to get experience for each skill. So, like, for destruction, you got to hit something that's going to take damage. Be it like health damage or armor damage, and no matter and so on. So like conjuration, summon something, mysticism or illusion, use a spell on yourself. the only thing was that like it didn't matter what kind of spell you used in that skill tree, as long as it was a destruction spell for destruction and so on and so forth.
You're saying you could basically spam like low ass spells and still get like a shit ton of points, basically.
Oh yeah, but it was like awful. Like I remember like literally like just constantly hitting it and like going over and over and over again. Like, an hour later, I'm like, oh great, look, I went up like 3 points in the skill. Now, what they did, they kept it. They kept it like that, but they made it more like Skyrim, where the more powerful the spell is, the more XP you're gonna get. So, like, if you're using, like, once you get to expert level destruction, say, you're going to have a much easier time getting to that master rank of 100 by spamming expert level destruction spells versus novice.
Yeah, I mean, I know you could still just fucking jump around like an asshole and get, nice skills.
Yeah. You mean like acrobatics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know if I'm just remembering wrong, but that wasn't in Skyrim, right? Did you just jump around like an asshole? And did they have that kind of feature?
Absolutely. But like, there's nothing. Like, you can like all Bethesda games, like you were able to just scale mountainsides at like ridiculous angles.
Well, I mean,
like,
if you think about it, it's realistic. Because technically, if you were jumping around a lot, you'd probably build up like leg muscle. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not realistic to see like a person scaling a mountain like a goat, like their face like into the rock, clipping into the rocks. But like Oblivion like went like above and beyond with that. Like, I don't think especially in the OG game, like I don't think I've ever found a place using the conventional path. It was always just jumping over hills.
Yeah, conventional path. I forget there's a conventional path in this fucking game.
But yeah, I think right now let's looking at the time. Why don't we take a quick intermission and get back to it?
Right back. Yeah. All right, peace.
Okay, we back.
And we are back live. Screening Habit again. Return. So, I think you had something to say about some particular articles regarding this game.
No, I was laughing, man. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I've been like seeing all these these IGN and Game Rant articles like going on like, here, this is what you need for your to get your early game gear.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I think Game Rant is like AI generated sometimes. Like, the amount of it always seems like that you get a Game Rant article when for a particular game you're playing. Like, oh, just so happened like the top 15 reasons why Oblivion is better than Morrowind or something like that. Although I'm not gonna lie, there was one article I did get a funny joke out of because I think it's true. For some reason I totally forgot how to exactly zoom in more when you're in a dungeon, and I actually did see an article people are not realizing that you could zoom in.
Well, because they did change some things. Like, that was it took a little bit of just playing around, but there's an Oblivion, someone had played it 20 years ago. I and put that many hours into. I knew that you could zoom in, but they just.
I think you hit
it together a bit.
Stuff.
No. You just keep zooming in, and then once you get to the lowest thing, you go.
So you gotta kind of tap it now. You gotta tap it, a little tap.
Yeah, but you can't zoom out of the dungeon map to get a better view of it, which sucks. In the OG version, there was a map tab, and you could just do, ground level and then overworld map.
I wonder what their reasoning behind that is.
Oh, they just wanted it so they could cram everything in.
Another like side note, I was thinking because I was contemplating like if this game was actually real and it dropped, how that would affect Sky Oblivion. And I gotta be honest, dude, I think they're gonna do even better now because like after playing this like again, I'm like you know, I'm playing this with Skyrim like mechanics. I'm like that kind of sounds cool still, and you know. You have to, as far as like how I think, I don't think like the modding scene, particularly for this game, is going to be the same like Skyrim because it's a different engine. It's not the creation engine. So when Sky Oblivion comes out, like think of all you'll probably still be able to do like the Skyrim mods, but just you know in Oblivion. So I don't think it's going to fuck them that much.
I would just be careful in the sense that, like, Sky Oblivion as a mod, when it comes out, like, there's going to be a lot of stuff that is, like, totally, being that, like, you know, it's like it's like the unofficial patch and stuff. Like, it's great for the game, but I wouldn't, like, I guarantee, like, the quickest way to, like, break your Sky Oblivion experience whenever it comes out would be to, like, add more mods to it.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Like, the Sky Oblivion itself, I guess, is, like, just a huge-ass modded, like, but, hey, you never know. I'm sure people will, with their $1 million gaming rig, will find a way to make it look like this. But
yeah, going back to those articles, man, like, you know, and talking about, like, you know, oh, this is the shit that you need to do, like, when you first start out. Like, okay, like, I gotta stop you there, man. Like, this is Oblivion. This is a role-playing game. Like, the joy of this is to just go out and do whatever the hell you want. And know that there's, like, actual, like, real, like, consequences in the game overworld for, like, just going out of your way and, like, messing with people.
And that's for nothing, dude. I know I could be wrong about this, but I think most of the fucking people that are playing this have probably already played like Oblivion before. Like, I don't think it's a lot of people that started out with Skyrim and they're like, oh, well, you know, I'm sure there's some people, you know, but I think this is definitely more of a game for the people that like grew up playing this game, because I mean you could tell by like online and everything it's a big hit, and like I'm happy because
like millennials
start doing more of them.
It.
Yeah.
Like, no, there's a sizable portion of people who like have just started out, but I mean, like, you know, it's in this day and age, like, all you got to do is Google it. Like, in fact, the official Elder Scrolls wiki for Oblivion is like currently updating that. Like, you know, they have everything you need to know about Oblivion online. Like, they're currently like going through everything with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that it is relevant for Oblivion Remaster, and like adding notes for the remastered stuff, because there are a couple of new bugs in addition to
new bugs,
tried and true classics. Yes. And a lot of them, like, for instance, the one quest where you, in the Fighters Guild, where you go to that fake dungeon, you're supposed to, really, like, what happens is that you go, in the original game, you walk into, like, the first room of the dungeon, and then the guy you're with is like, wait a minute, I knew it, this place is empty. And then you go to the next bit of the quest. That won't trigger unless if you're standing in a specific tile in the room. So,
and then
my dumbass, dumbass, this is great. I went through the whole dungeon, there's nothing in it, and right at the end of the dungeon, there's a gas chamber that once it activates, your health just continuously drains until you get the hell out. So I was in this loop for like over an hour, like just trying to like advance the quest, and it wasn't until I just looked it up. It's like, oh yeah, you got to stand in this one corner in the room. I even like got out and like tried to just do start the next step of the quest, where you find the guy who was supposed to be in the fake dungeon. But when I got to the dungeon he's supposed to be at, he didn't spawn in.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. And it's not gonna come in. And then the Kavach, I don't know if you've seen that one, but like,
yeah, he don't move.
yeah, he's just like, let's storm the gates or something. And I'm just like, dude, I did. They're all dead. Like, and no, you gotta go fucking loot some guy's fucking ring. He's like, oh, okay. It's bad. Like, dude, are we having a fucking stroke? Like, what is this? But
Well,
yeah,
with that, you just go in and like you find the dead count and you get his ring and you bring it back. That's how you fix that one. I feel like that was an issue with the old game too. But,
yeah, I know. But it's still got its charms, you know, good and bad. It's a very faithful remake. Although I do not, if I had to make a guess, I do not think they like remade the music. I think they remastered the music probably, but they didn't get like a new orchestra and everything, and which I kind of
slaps.
Yeah, I mean it always slaps. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying I don't think they like with Halo 2. Like I don't think they legit redid all the songs. But
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking awesome.
So like for those players who may not have played the game like over 20 years ago, do you have any new player tips that might beat out Game Rant?
Me, let's see. I know where you can buy skooma. That's
oh yeah, the hardcore narcotic in game that like makes you run really fast.
Yeah, I got me a bottle of that and some lockpicks. I don't know if I think it must be the same, but I suck at lock picking now. I used to be so good at it. Maybe I have to just get re-good at it, but I've been fucking up a lot, and I haven't been proud. So I thought I knew how to do this.
I know.
I was a master.
I used to have the feel for it. It was so good.
And then you read those articles and be like, just get the skeleton key. I'm like, I want to wait. I don't need a skeleton key right now.
Well, okay, so because I was just gonna say that, just go and get the fucking skeleton key. Like once you're level 10, I don't know if you got to be level 5 or level 10 to get it, but either way, like once you get to level 10, just go to Nocturnal Shrine, do the quest. It takes like less than 10 minutes. I think you're literally just going to a town asking for like 2 idiots who stole her artifact, and then you go into a cave, kill like a few trolls, go underwater, get the artifact, and boom, you got the lockpick that never breaks.
You just keep spamming the auto attempt, and then that's it.
Oh yeah, and like immediately, like I had I think it was like a chest with a hard or very hard lock on it. Like I went, used it, spammed it for like about a minute, opened the thing. Of course, like the loot was meh. And then I looked at my stats, and like my security went from like 20 to like 60.
By the way, did you beat Assassin's Creed before you started this?
Oh yeah, no, I beat through. I played through it. Yeah, so
I thought it's like 80 hours or something. I thought it was something.
All right. So there is a lot of side content that you can do. But,
well, yeah, it's a Ubisoft game. Of course, it's a lot of fucking side. That's what their games are. Side content. Like Far Cry 5 was literally side content for the main story.
Well, yeah.
But I love Far Cry 5. But anyway, yeah, go on.
Thank you. It's asshole. It's fucking not. I would say it's not as long as Valhalla. Like it's bigger than Mirage, but it's shorter than Valhalla. And Valhalla was already kind of short. Like it wasn't like fucking Odyssey or Origins.
Do you think Valhalla was short?
Yeah, compared to Valhalla was short compared to Odyssey. With the main story, for sure.
Yeah, okay. I mean, what I've heard about that game is like that's like a significant like complaint.
Is that it's big? Yeah, but like, well, it's big, but like it's not as big as Odyssey. It's a lot more like the stuff that you do. I mean, I guess if you're counting like the fucking the whole like Valhalla portion of it, yeah, okay, then that's like a whole second like map, but like we're not talking about Valhalla. We're talking about Valhalla.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that Valhalla. We're talking about Valhalla.
You just confused the fuck out of me, but I get you. But you like Shadow, right? You recommend it?
Yeah. I'll be honest. Like for anyone that was in anybody that's a fan of like the show Blue Eye Samurai or Kill Bill is gonna fucking love this game. Like you play. I don't really play as Yasuke that much just because it feels like just too easy. Like he just comes in and like just cleaves people in half. When you play as Naue, the shinobi, she she still gets a katana and shit, but like it's just more action packed with like the parrying and all that, and it's cool. I wish that she was able to use a naginata, but that's just because of the naginata scene and Blue Eye Samurai.
The big ass katana thing?
That is it's like a pole weapon, but it's got a large, and like I'm probably like, no, I know, like I'm not like,
you're not an expert on ancient Japanese weaponry?
Yeah, but like, I mean, so in the show Blue Eye Samurai, like what the main character does is she's got she's able to make naginata using her sword and like this extendable pole. Or like, that the sword is affixed to the end of this extendable pole.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the thing, yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it's good. It's just, so there's only 3 acts in the story. I haven't 100% of the game, like, but I beat the main story. And as far as I can tell, there's, like, the animus aspect, like the modern day shit, like takes a significant backseat.
I keep forgetting that's a fucking story. Like I can't believe like they committed with that. Like I mean I guess they had to because it was in the first game, but it never made sense to me why that was even part of the whole. Like I can't imagine anybody would be like, my favorite part is when you're the animus man.
Well,
like,
when you pick up Shadows and try it out for yourself, you'll see what I mean. It's like it might as well like not even be there. Like even like, more so than Odyssey. Like Odyssey, like it's kind of in there, but like no. Black Flag, like
Black Flag, it was like a computer. Yeah, it was like it was like you go to work every day and play like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, basically. Speaking of
Odyssey and Valhalla, like no, it was part of the plot, but like it was barely there. I'm telling you, in Shadows, like it's not part of the plot, and it's like basically not there.
Maybe like somewhere in the world you'll see like a symbol of like the Animus, and you'd be like, "Remember this?"
No, it's timed weekly quests to get it's like kind of like a Fortnite battle pass.
Oh, great!
That's what the Animus is. It's
apparently
you're in the Animus. You're the one that's going in. Your Xbox or PS or PlayStation 5, like that, is your Animus machine.
Apparently they are remaking Black Flag. Apparently that's another one that's going to drop like somewhat soon. Which I'd be like, now would you want like?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? A remake, like same mechanics or like Odyssey mechanics?
We know as much about it as we did about Oblivion, so that's what I was going to ask you. Would you rather have a Black Flag remake where it's like the Oblivion remake or remaster, where it's just same mechanics but the game just looks a lot better, or would you rather it be like a completely like a Resident Evil kind of deal where it's like Origins where they like redo it all, you know what I mean, with that kind of gameplay?
So that's tough because like I mean I really did enjoy the way combat and all that worked in Black Flag. Like I feel like that was the peak of like true Assassin's Creed gameplay.
Oh yeah. I still kind of like it
from that point onward. It's been so long since I've played it. Like, I'm real curious. Like, I don't want to like that re-download and play through.
Yeah, and then you play through the whole thing. And well, guess what? It's coming out tomorrow.
No, Unity, like the one where you're in France.
Oh yeah, I own it. I never played it because I got like a bundle set with Black Flag and Unity. Like I want to play Black Flag. But I mean, I heard like it's one of those games that has a pretty big fan base, despite like when it came out, it got shit on.
It was like the original Cyberpunk, like where like it had like a terrible launch, and then like they fixed it, but like the damage was already done.
There's a part in that game, right, where you're like the Animus fucks up, and you start going into like there's like a thing where it's like World War II, right, and stuff like
yeah.
See that makes me really want them to really step out of the box, like. That would be cool. No joke if they did like a World War II one. Like kind of like that game, the Salvador or whatever, where it's like open world World War II, kind of like Assassin's Creed stuff. That would be cool.
I just like a more contemporary, but yet still historic era. I can see that.
Modern Warfare, I don't care.
The mechanics for Unity were actually pretty cool too. Like I remember like the whole like its whole deal was that there were multiple ways that you could get to your target, and like pretty much every building in that game you were able to go into.
That's cool.
Like that's what like yeah, like that and like that's how you would be able to get around, like by like going through buildings and shit, and like getting into secret passages. It was really cool for the time. But I mean, yeah, I got like the
got a bum bust it. Yeah.
But yeah, now Shadows, yeah, like if you're up for a historical RPG that takes place in feudal Japan, or what year is it? I think it's the 1600s.
Because they just started developing like firearms. Well, it's not like firearms like pirates. It's because I think Japan was like very ahead of the time when it came to that kind of weaponry. Again, not Japanese.
Oh yeah, Yasuke can use a gun. It's called a tap out.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's one of the things you can use.
Okay. I'll probably buy it on a sale one of these days.
Oh, for sure.
Because every once in a while, Ubisoft will just throw games for like $5 that just got released.
Yeah, I'd say it's a definitely solid entry for Assassin's Creed. But it's Assassin's Creed.
So how do you feel about GTA getting delayed? By the way, do you have any emotion? Are you distraught?
Like, when did GTA 5 come out? Like, it was like
2013.
2013, yeah, because I remember it was like one of the launch titles for the Xbox One.
Yeah, because you got the
the Xbox One.
Yeah, just a regular ass one. Yeah, because that was a big thing. Like you could do first person GTA and everything now.
So 2013, 2014, like it's been over a decade. Like,
and they're still making money off of these hand over fist. They're still making money.
Absolutely.
I secretly I think that they're doing this because they're like, we probably can still make money off this game. I bet the game's done. It's probably Jim from Rockstar probably owns a copy. He's probably playing it already. But I think they're just like, we could still milk GTA 5 because they're like, once this game comes out, we probably can't milk GTA 5 as much.
You think it's gonna be it's still gonna be on the current systems, or they're gonna have to build like a whole new system to handle GTA 6?
Well, no, it got delayed till May 2026. So I mean, if they were doing that, we would have heard like news of a new Xbox or PlayStation. I think the only reason Nintendo is releasing something new is because the Switch can't play anything basically anymore. it is running on fumes.
Well,
Again, another
that was
company
2 years ago.
yeah, again, another company that will milk the shit out of their IPs and their system software. Are you going to get a Switch too, by the way? It looks real fun. I'm not going to lie, that new Donkey Kong game.
Did you seriously ask me, like, the hardcore Pokemon fanatic if I'm going to get a Switch too? I am held hostage by Nintendo. Like, if a new Pokemon game, like the new Legends game, or a straight new generation, like Gen 10, like if that comes out,
yeah.
It's like, well, there it goes. I guess I'm spending probably like $800 now on a Switch too, so I can play Pokemon.
And apparently you're spending like $90 on Pokemon fucking I don't even know what they would call Lava Red and Rain Blue or whatever the fuck they'll think of next.
Just shut up and take my money.
But no joke, dude.
I know, and I'm part of the problem.
You are, yes. You should be ashamed.
I am.
Did you see the new Donkey Kong game that's coming out?
No.
No joke. It reminds you of fucking Red Faction Gorilla, like open world.
Gorilla in it?
Well, yeah. Well, that's a good point. But open world and everything's destructible. You're just Donkey Kong and you're fucking smashing shit. It looks really cool. You should check gameplay out. If I get a Switch too, which I probably will, that's probably gonna be like the first game I get.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, like Metroid,
no.
Zelda, and fucking Mario, and Pokemon, of course. Like
of course.
I grew up.
I didn't forget.
But like Donkey Kong and like the other titles, like Nintendo's biggest problem.
The original.
This is Nintendo's biggest problem. Like, they've focused, like they've really dug their heels in to the family friendly model. Like, they don't have anything for more mature audiences, and like that wasn't always the case. Like, I remember GameCube. Super Smash Brothers Melee, that was rated teens. They were going for they were a little bit more edgy. Dude, Eternal Darkness, like one of the best
Nintendo exclusive.
Dude, like fucking, like it's so fucking crazy, and like you're all about like that Lovecraft horror shit. Fucking Twin Snakes, yeah. But look, Eternal Darkness, have you ever played it?
I haven't, but I would.
You should.
To.
You should, man. Get like
really
you can find an old copy of it, like you just blow the dust off of your old GameCube.
I could just emulate it as well. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like it takes away some of the magic, because like a lot of the things with it is, well, no, it's not even that.
Oh yeah, it does. It fucks with.
It's
like hey, your system's corrupted and everything. Which now like the surprise is over, but I mean it's still cool for the time. You know, GameCube was awesome. I miss it.
Yeah, speaking of the time, man, I think we might want to take one last intermission.
Yeah, and then we'll get back to action. So,
all right.
Get back in just a moment.
Word.
Yeah, here we go. Yep.
All right.
Again.
And we're back.
So,
Nintendo, yeah.
It sucks. I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know what happened with them. I think they're just afraid to be more. They're like, okay, we know these 4 or 5 properties we have will make money. Let's just keep pumping them out as long as people like Kevin buy them, and then we don't have to make a new IP. So, congratulations, Kevin. You're responsible for Nintendo.
Yep.
You're proud of it.
Like saying this as I literally have a 2DS go and play in fucking Soul Silver for the probably 100th time. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have to replay that. I know I bought it, but I have to replay it.
The Gen 2 remakes, just they're good. Like, there's a lot of problems, but like, I mean, it's Pokemon games. There's always a lot of problems.
What did people see? I only played a little bit of it. What did people hate about the remake of Diamond and Pearl? Like, I only see people hating on that shit.
It's so.
Sorry,
no, you haven't played it, right?
I played a little bit of it. Like, you know what I mean? I've never played the original Diamond and Pearl.
Okay, so like the problem is the timing, like what came out before it, and then that coming out. Like they made it like it's just it. Yeah,
like Arceus came out.
Yeah, Arceus, Let's Go. Like literally, they remade Gen 1 and made it look amazing. Like okay, like there was some gimmicks, of course, in Let's Go, which technically is part of Pokemon Go, but like I thought, like, oh, this is cool. It's a fucking actual like 3D remake of the Gen 1 games, and I like it. Makes no qualms about it. Like you're gonna have teams that are absolutely overpowered. Like it was just a fun game to mess around with.
Okay.
The Gen 4, they added a couple of things like to make it just like easy use improvements, but overall, like for what it was priced at and what it is, like it looked like it's just a low effort attempt.
So it's just basically they got a different looking game engine, but some people I heard would argue the original graphics look better, and they just kind of just said, hey, remember that game? Here it is again.
And like I didn't play through it all the way, but like it's been a while since I picked it up. But
That's saying something. You didn't do that all the way through.
Well, like Gen 4, like I kind of dipped off for a little bit. Like I played through. Like all the way through Gens 1, 2, and 3. And then by the time 4 came out, like, it was when the DS first came out. It's hard to get a DS. And there was just, I don't know, it was just like part of my problem with Gen 4 were the HMs. Like I have always hated HMs. But like Gen 4 went over the top. And they add like before, like you got like a Rattata or something, and you just taught it like the basic ones to get around most of the overworld.
Yeah.
You're fine. And in Gen 3, they added more with like water, which is like okay, this is annoying, but all right. And then
you mean more
Gen
than
4
surf? Yeah,
no. So Gen 2 added Whirlpool, which is an awful move.
Okay.
And then Gen 3 added Dive. So you have Surf, right. Whirlpool, and Dive. Oh, and Waterfall. I forgot about Waterfall. That's in Gen 2. I like Waterfall, though, because it's a physical stab move for Gyarados. But, Gen 4, and also, like, so many HMs. You need at least, like, 2 or 3 bidders to, like, cover all the HMs.
See, I didn't realize that with that game. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't play the original. I didn't get through the remake that much, but
so no, with the original, that's why I never really played all the way through the original. And I heard good things about like Platinum, which sucks. But yeah, no, Soul Silver came out like a little bit after Gen 4. Got into that, played that for the longest time, and that's when Gen 5 came out. Got right back into it with Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7. And then you came back to do Gen 8, and then I did Gen 9. You still haven't gotten Scarlet or Violet yet, have you?
All I want. See, another like top 5 remake thing. It's Sun and Moon. I hope Nintendo gives that the super treatment. I love Sun and Moon. It is
well, Ultra Sun and Moon.
Setting. Yeah, I know Ultra Sun and Moon, but I'm saying Ultra Sun and Moon remade with Unreal 5. Yeah,
it doesn't chug.
yeah, although if they did it in Unreal 5, it probably would chug.
Well, that's the thing. The reason why I like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon so much was because they knew it was the last of that era before they moved on to the Switch. So they made sure to have
They
literally
threw the
everything
kitchen sink. They just gave you everything.
Yep, they gave you everything.
It was awesome.
Which is sad that like we didn't get something from the Switch that would let you do that. We moved on to the Switch too, but okay.
That fucking chandelier Pokemon. They turned into fucking, yeah. I thought that. See, I'm not a fan of Dynamax either, but I thought, well, what could be more dumb than just a Pokemon just getting bigger? And I'm like, oh, they turned into chandeliers. So thank you, Nintendo, for proving me wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
so, but you know, you don't even
until you play Gen 9.
Can't even talk. And yeah, it definitely probably would be interesting to Arceus again. Maybe if they switch it up a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it is
not Arceus 2, it's Legends 2.
Sorry. Legends.
Get it right.
Sorry, yeah. Freaking Pokemon fanatic you are. That's okay. That's all right. You've been watching anything, like a particular video game related show lately?
It's almost like you're trying to follow a script.
Well,
yeah, I have been watching stuff. Let's see, I've been watching watching a lot of Forged in Fire, some Hell's Kitchen reruns, and most recently I started watching The Last of Us Part 2. I feel like everybody else is.
Yeah, so that was interesting. That was my most interested, reaction with people with that show. I'm just like, okay, even normies who didn't play The Last of Us, they loved the show. Like, I even had a friend be like, hey, I'm gonna play the game now. After I saw The Last of Us TV show, because they were like, oh, I loved it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I wonder how that's going to be for this part 2, and how they're going to adapt the story into part 2. If they're just going to go for it, or if they're going to. Now, I think, fucking spoilers. I mean, shame on you at this point.
Wait a minute. I was just gonna say, man, I just gotta say, like, I'm totally with you on that. Like, my friend, friends who never played the game got into the show. Like super stoked for the second season. I just like biting my tongue and just holding back. Like, okay, like I don't think you're ready for what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Probably in the very beginning.
You just think it's probably gonna be Joel and Ellie getting into another shenanigans adventure. Yeah. Well.
My mother called me when she saw it.
Same here. Yeah. Which to my surprise, I actually thought they were gonna actually put more of the part 1, like, because you know how in the first season they definitely added their own.
Oh, they had some filler, yeah.
I thought that's what they were maybe like. It was going to be like how is Ellie and Joel, like, how are they getting used to Jackson, or maybe some other kind of shenanigans. And then at the end of season 2, it happens. That's not what happened. They went right in head first.
Yeah, or go into a little bit with Abby and her group dynamic before making the big drop of what Abby is setting out to do.
Yeah, they see, and that's the thing that they probably didn't think through, because this is normies watching. They're not. Most people know who Abby is and what Abby did. That's gamers do. Normies don't. So, but part 2 gave her time to build up a little bit as like a character, and then you despite how you feel about Abby, the game does significantly at least try to give her some sort of compassion and reason behind her actions. Again, this doesn't happen in the show. They just hey, here's Abby, and then she does stuff. And not for nothing too, I actually kind of wish the actress they picked, or fuck, they could have did this with CGI. I wish she was more like bulked up and everything, because that's almost kind of like her character trait in part 2. Like she was training.
Yeah.
She did she got big and fucked up to do this task, but she's just like a normal person, and this she got a Joel in one.
I know it just messes me up. Like I mean, like Bella Ramsey, like good actress. I loved her in Game of Thrones. I especially after seeing who they got for Abby and playing the game, I can't get it out of my head. The actress for Abby looks a lot like Ellie in the games, and and now like now when you look at Bella Ramsey's Ellie, you're like, and then you look at the show's Abby, you're like, wait a minute, what happened? I feel like we did like a character swap here. Like, well, I don't know. I don't know. Like, Abby is like supposed to be like more like menacing and threatening, and like Bella Ramsey can like totally pull that off. Meanwhile, like again, like the person who's playing Abby literally looks like Ellie in the remaster. Like, come on, how could you not see that?
Well, I will say, I mean, after watching the first season, I thought when I saw Bella Ramsey's portrayal of Ellie, I thought it was awesome. I'm like, that's when after it, I was like, I can't wait to see her as. I'm like, I hope they pick her as Ellie. I think either they had to just maybe actually just let her age up a little bit more, or they had to make her look older, because she just still looks like it just looks like right after part 1, basically. I mean, maybe that's that. I mean, I'm sure she can't help that, the way she grows up and everything. But I mean, she is 20 like in real life or something. But
I mean, so like no matter what, when it comes to casting or whatever, it's like how that like person is able to bring the character to life, and like Bella Ramsey is like still able to do it. It's like just fine. It's just fucking my head up because like I played the remastered, and like now like I'm just confused. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's Ellie. Oh wait a minute. No, it's supposed to be Abby.
Yeah, no, I definitely get what you mean, and I am excited to see Bella Ramsey do the more like intense, because part 2, Ellie's probably my favorite character in the series because of part 2. Like she is badass in part 2. Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you guys. Like that's how it's gonna work.
One thing, man. And I know you're probably thinking the same thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in the show, they did away with the concept of the cordyceps being airborne. There's no spores.
Yeah, that's right.
So without going into spoilers, because it hasn't happened in the show yet, but you know what scene I'm talking about, the Hello Nora scene. How are they gonna play that out?
The screen goes red and everything. That part you mean? Yeah.
Hello Nora. That one.
Well, I mean, they could still.
They're still going to show that part, but like, I mean, there's got to be a reason why the soldiers aren't following them down there. Why it's a death sentence.
I don't think this is really a spoiler, but I hope they adapt the Rat King.
Oh, of course they're going to put the Rat King in there. They got what do they call them, bloaters in it?
Yeah.
Like, they're definitely going to have Rat King in it. I don't think we're seeing Rat King until season 3.
Yeah. I mean, Last of Us Part 2 is like a 25-hour long game. Like, it is long.
So you know about the pacing of this, right? Like, it's season 2 is only going to cover. It's only going to cover about half of Part 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I figured.
They're giving it the Dune treatment.
Well, there is a very specific part in part 2 where it almost does like just stop and then start again. Obviously, because you switch characters. But I think maybe that's what they're gonna do. I assume they're gonna go through Ellie first, and then they'll do the switch. But
so for those who yeah, I never played part 2 like all the way through. So like there's like I'm kind of excited. Like I mean I know all the major points, like what's going to happen, but like little stuff. Like if something happens and like they're like, oh yeah, that didn't happen in the game. Like I'm not gonna be able to figure that out. Like part 1, definitely. Part 2, no, I'm a little bit up in the air. It got just the key points of the shenanigans that unfold via Abby and Ellie.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, not gonna spoil it, but I mean, if there was one thing they could redeem about part 2, is that fucking ending. Like, I really hope they do not do the same ending. I mean, I think they probably are going to do the same ending, but I hope they take a different path on that. Because that is by far the weakest part of part 2.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they can, move the narration around a little bit,
well, I'm sure they could.
things to make that ending scene make more sense. Like, because it's the same thing with the ending of Game of Thrones. Like, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, that is exactly like what the end point is supposed to be, but it's how you get there. So like, as long as they're able to figure out how you get there and like make it work, then sure, fine, we'll do it. Like that's fine. But like if it just goes from like 0 to 100, you're like, how the hell did that come to be?
Well, and yeah, I mean, it just is kind of funny because I think people are having normies having the same reaction that people had 4 years back or 5 years ago now, or 2. It's just funny to watch again.
All I can say, so I don't know, I watched The Mandalorian with our boy Pedro Pascal, and the last season that aired for The Mandalorian, they said they had to use a body double for most of Pedro Pascal's scenes and just dub in his lines later because he was on set for The Last of Us Part 1. So I'm hoping now that, his schedule for The Mandalorian got cleared up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that
not going to need that much screen time, for filming.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying here. But no, actually, Mr. Pascal, actually, no, he's not gonna have any time for The Mandalorian. Mr. Pedro, don't forget, he's Mr. Fantastic now.
Oh, another Marvel movie. Okay.
He's a fucking Avenger. Well, maybe Avenger. Apparently, the Fantastic Four isn't actually in the the MCU. It's in another. It's like an alternate universe of the MCU or some shit. I just want to see Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr. That's all I want to say. Fucking.
It's I don't know, I don't even know what's coming out, as far as movies.
Oh, I mean, me neither. I don't really watch. It's very rare. I just watch. I'm watching The Last of Us because I kind of dug part 2, the game, and I've done what they did with the show. Well, I'm not. That's mainly it. I mean, I'm watching some anime, but that's a whole other story.
I get that.
And yeah. Is there anything else that's coming out that you're looking forward to, or is this pretty much the Oblivion just gonna keep you there for a while?
ride the Oblivion wave. I'll be honest. I mean, I'm playing the crap out of it,
fuck
man.
out of it, yeah.
But like, I'll be honest, man. Like, I had like a whole system in mind. Like while I was downloading, I'm like, all right, this, know exactly what I'm gonna do. As soon as it got out, went to the arena, blew through that whole thing, like so I could just be grand champion and get like a shitload of money. Then went and started the Mages Guild quest line because I knew it was long. I remember it being long, but like I forgot just how crazy long the Mages Guild quest line is, and started that right up along the Fighters Guild. Got those done. Got all the way up to the point in the main quest where you get to the Cloud Ruler Temple, I believe is the name of where the blades are. And then did Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, leveled up like all my stats to like ridiculous standing, and then now I'm doing Shivering Isles as like an endgame character. And it's like I'm just like living the member berries.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than Shivering. Shivering Isles is like peak DLC. Doesn't get better.
I forgot about the sword you get like right at the start of Shivering Isles, the Dusk Fang and Dawn Fang. Like that just solves the problem of like having to use soul gems to recharge it. Like every time it changes the day and night cycle, you get a new one.
I have to admit, I'm super excited for Borderlands 4. It's coming out in September. It is a treat for me whenever there's a Borderlands game because
loot. I know.
Loot, and that game is just the selling point is just loot, and I really like Tiny Tina's Wonderland, so I'm like ready. I'm ready for.
Did you hear about the gun loot in Borderlands 4?
No, is there going to be something different than the normal is?
Well, you know how like the gun loot is like ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Infinite loot, infinite possibilities, infinite loot.
Yeah.
Well, take that infinite and multiply it by more infinite, because now there's going to be, in addition to infinite guns, infinite ammo mods for the guns.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So now you can get one that both shoots fire and bounces around and fucking wipes your ass too when you fire that specific ammo. Yeah, one thing that I do hope they fix or just get rid of at this point is the fucking the humor in that game. It is I especially Borderlands 3 is painfully unfunny, the humor they do.
Well, it's still gotta be funny.
Well, I mean, but like
make it hardcore serious, like make it ridiculous and over the top. But like, I get it, make the jokes land.
But I mean, it's a rated M game too, and they don't even do like edgy jokes. Like it's like you might as well make your game rated T if you're gonna like they do not like push the boundaries. It's just cringy. I find the rating in Borderlands it's cringy. Just
get that.
Yeah, you definitely get that, dude.
I wasn't like a huge Borderlands fan. Like I played through 1, thought it was like fun. Played through a little bit of 2 and a little bit of 3. Played through a little bit of Tiny Tina's, which not gonna lie, I do enjoy Tiny Tina's Wonderland. That's cool. But yeah, like I don't know, it'll be something to play. I'll be honest. The one thing that I am stoked even more for now that with the success of the Oblivion remaster is the Snake Eater remake that's coming out.
Yeah, I forgot. That's going to be awesome.
Just so you know, are you happy with the Oblivion remaster? Are you happy with the way it was put together and all that?
I am mucho happy the way it came out.
Okay. Well, guess what, Bucko? The team that is behind the remaster for Oblivion is also the team behind the Snake Eater remake.
All right. Well, I just got one little thing to remind you, Bucko. it is Konami, so you do have to be. Now, the remake of Silent Hill 2 was pretty good, so I think they won't fuck it up. But again, it is Konami. They are they are on the watch list of like companies who can be a little scummy and a little silly sometimes.
A little scummy, just a little.
That's all I'll say. It's just they've had issues.
No, they're fine. They're amazing. They're amazing.
Perfect example in Oblivion, just like old Jack. Some like logs fell, and I can't, and like it's like an exit, and I can't get out of this cave. I think I literally have to reload. There's fucking logs.
There's always another way.
I'm looking at the map. Literally, it on the map. In fact, there's like logs in front of my way out. So
probably gonna find another way out.
Yeah. Again, I have to manipulate the physics like to maybe get out. It's the only thing I could think of, and it's not working. Fuck this. Just like the old. I only had one crash so far.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't. I've only ever I've had like one crash as well. I think like day 2 after launch, and then nothing.
Yeah, it's like for Bethesda games, it's like those little charts at like companies where it's like it's been 0 days since the last workplace violent incident. It's just that like that with Bethesda games is that long.
X amount of hours since the last crash.
Yeah. But
like Starfield, Fallout 4.
Fallout 4, yeah. I mean, when that first came out, another game that was just fucking dropped too out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's good old Bethesda.
And then with Starfield, it's just that game did crash a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, has a lot of problems. My biggest pet peeve with Starfield is the DPS glitch, where it changes the stats of your weapons and your armor when you upgrade them. Like, and it makes them worse. It makes them worse. Like, when you upgrade something, it's supposed to get better, not worse.
Well, I mean, maybe there's a lore reason behind that.
No.
I mean, I guess it's not really realistic to level up either.
No.
No.
There's so much I don't want to bore you with my absolute disdain for Starfield.
Bro, you liked it. Don't fucking lie.
I played through it. No, I clearly, I put, about 100 hours into it, when all was said and done, but it wasn't Oblivion. Oblivion, I put, 100 hours into. I mean, I had spring break, man.
It was started, yeah.
But I did that within a week. Starfield, I put 100 hours into it, 4 years down the line.
And they're apparently there's talks to do Starfield too. I mean, if I was Bethesda, I would maybe just cut my loss and do a different IP, or just stick to Fallout and Elder Scrolls. I don't know. It's kind of
a soft reboot. Just do a soft reboot.
Yeah,
and call
exactly.
It different, and make it not boring.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's kind of hard to
make it boring. How did you make a game about space boring? I don't understand.
I don't. I mean, I would argue you could make your own fun in that game. You
can, but that's the thing. The side quests were the most fun I had in that game. The main quest, awful.
Again, if they released it with the ability to actually be able to drive on the fucking planet, I think that would have helped. Instead of just updating it 6 months later. I mean,
cool. You can fucking drive now. That still doesn't solve the plethora of issues with Starfield.
They're trying. They're trying to get people like you back, Kevin. They want you back. So you can drive now.
I don't know. I was just expecting, I was expecting a Bethesda space sandbox game with all the lore and stuff. I mean, come on, Elder Scrolls, all the different races. They could have done
Like,
something
yeah,
like
it's
set
almost
up,
like
Mass Effect, but
almost like different aliens or something. Like, but no, apparently, when in the future, dude, when we can travel to space, it is just going to be us. It's going to be humans. Yeah. Humans are the ultimate. You know, we're the ultimate apparently. We colonize space.
Like, I mean, I get it. It's like early into it, but like, I don't know. I just NASA Punk, I don't think was the right artistic direction for Starfield.
I agree. NASA Punk is not very. It's not really a thing people like, you know, are clamoring. I think to see adapted, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Mass Effect 4 is like still in development hell.
Yeah. Well, what about Andromeda? Mass Effect 4?
The first rule of Mass Effect Fan Club: we don't talk about Andromeda.
I'll never forget, man. When you were playing, don't lie, because when we were playing that, you were enjoying it. You were like, dude, get it. It's the best game ever made. I'm like, I don't know.
Okay. Let's just back up a little bit with Andromeda. Gameplay wise, like, you know, the mechanics, like what you did, like you know, playability, like it ran, like it was great. Like what you could do, like as far as the combat and the movement and all of that, like the best feel of any Mass Effect game. And that was it. Like everything else, it was like, I don't know how to describe it. Like it was like
it was silly.
No, like it's like I'm playing this and I'm like, I feel like half the game is missing.
Is it like Mass Effect from Tenmu?
It goes beyond it, man. It's like So I played through Inquisition, and Inquisition, amazing. I love that game. Huge game, like to the point where, like, honestly, I feel like it might have been a little too big. But it was literally like they copied and pasted like the engine and everything from Dragon Age Inquisition, and like modded it to have you know, Mass Effect. You know, assets, and I don't know. It was like the sandbox. It was basically like the sandbox map of like the areas that you go to in Dragon Age Inquisition, but like without all the interesting side quests and different things to do.
It was like planets, right? It's like No Man's Sky. It's like Starfield, right?
No, that was the other thing. Like in Mass Effect 2 and 3 and 1, like the whole goal was to like use the galaxy map and explore all these cool planets and check shit out. And then like with the premise of Andromeda being you gotta find one that you can live on, that they narrowed it down from like all these different planets you can check out to. It's been so long. I don't know. I feel like there were like 6 worlds at best.
But at least there were 6 worlds with gigantic maps, right?
Not really.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, so like with Dragon Age Inquisition, like each zone, the zones were huge. Like they were big zones, but like you had an overworld map and you clicked on a node and like you would go to a new zone. And there were a bunch of different zones that you could go to.
And Andromeda was just like, nah.
They basically just took those zones, but like they made it like 6 zones and said, "Oh, here's your 6 planets you can go to."
Here's your fucking 6 planets that we advertise. Fuck you.
It's like you went to a brand new galaxy, all new possibilities, all this crazy shit. There is 2 new races, and not a whole lot is going on other than like you got like the evil race trying to kill the not evil race, and that's it. Like,
that's it.
I'm sure there was more, but like I can't remember a single fucking thing about Mass Effect Andromeda, other than like when it ended, I was like, wait, that's it? That's the end? I mean, to be fair, I had the same reaction to Mass Effect 3's ending, but that was under different circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure most people agree with you too on that.
But
Oh,
yeah,
I think we're getting to the finish line
yeah.
of this
I think
discussion. But
we ought to shake and bake this one.
we'll see next time.
All right, yeah. Until next time.
All right. Peace out, party people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.